All right, welcome to MindBody Chair Yoga, and I'll meet you on the chair. I better mute everybody. Forgot. There we go. So we'll sit forward on our chair, take the knees nice and wide. Sit up tall, lift the heart, maybe roll the shoulders back and down, just drawing the tips of your shoulder blades down your back. Just let your arms be soft and gently lift the navel. So there's just some stability in the core. Chin is about parallel to the floor. Crown of the head rises up gently. Not a huge effort here. Sitting comfortably, but alert. The spine is alert and the body can be at ease. Turning the attention inward toward the body, we can begin to observe the breath, flowing in and out, and allowing yourself to be curious about these sensations, as if it were the first time you've ever watched yourself breathe. Just noticing the expansion and contraction, the sensations associated with the expansion on the inhale and the contractions on the exhale. Observing the breath flowing in and out. And again, bringing a beginner's mind to this observation of the breath. Then we'll bring our hands up to heart center. We'll just take a moment either to set intention for the practice today or to dedicate this practice to somebody else. And we'll initiate with a unifying Om as we inhale together. Big breath in, exhale, and release. So just stretch out the face, open, close the hands, just kind of circle the wrists a little bit, just kind of waking up the body and sitting with a nice tall spine. So I'm just gonna tell you a quick story about mindfulness and then we'll get started because I found it really, really interesting. So when you're dealing with injury, and eventually in life you're going to deal with injury. So when I was at my appointment with the physiotherapist, we went through all these exercises and he says, well, we need to do some scapular retraining. And I thought to myself, well, what are you talking about? I'm training my scapula all the time. How could it possibly need retraining? And then he was, demonstrating a certain way that I was holding my body, which was causing this pain in my shoulder. And I became really, really hard on myself. Like, how could I let this happen? I'm a yoga teacher. I teach people yoga, like very disappointed in myself. So I'm observing this. Oh gosh, I'm really being hard on myself. And then it was like, okay, well, I have a choice. I could continue being hard on myself and make myself feel bad and have this pain. Or I'm gonna get curious. I gotta get curious about what's going on back there. And, the pain is gonna be there whether or not, regardless, okay? So, so he started teaching me these exercises and I just got really, really curious. And for this last, 5 days, I have been like kind of blowing my mind with like, oh, these different ways that we hold ourselves and how when we really know our minds and we can identify, wow, I'm being really hard on myself, that we can let that go. And we can turn and be like, okay, what now? And so it's just an example of using mindfulness in our daily lives. Let's start rolling the shoulders forward and up, back and down, where we can reduce our suffering. Roll the shoulders forward and up. Now, as you bring it back and down, hold. All right, now draw the energy of your right scapula, the tip of the wing, down towards the left hip. Draw, and then the opposite on the other side. So you're drawing the wing tip of your scapula down towards the opposite hip. So this is totally not like how you would hold yourself every day, all the time, but this is just about bringing the energy of those scapula down so that they're flat, as opposed to like the wing kind of coming out. All right, so just release, let the shoulders come down and get curious about like what's going on with the scapula and behind, but it's really hard, you can't really see. But when we're lying in Shavasana and I'll say tuck your shoulder blades under so they're flat, it's exactly this, but in this upright position. All right, so this is part of the retrain, like a little bit, I'm kind of bringing yoga into it, but shoulders forward and up, back and down, pause, and we're bringing that diagonal energy down towards the hips. And as you do, pause, as if like you're zipping up a pair of tight jeans, okay? Lift the zipper up so that we're engaging the core upward and the shoulder blades are drawing downward. Really notice how secure your torso is in that moment, from like the top of the shoulders right down to the pelvis. Okay, release. So it's just exploring and getting curious, because we do these shoulder rolls all the time and it's great. So let's just explore this base part of the shoulder roll as we bring the shoulder blades down, bringing them down, strengthening them, and then notice how the heart just lifts. The shoulders are back, it's straightening our posture. We'll do that one more time. Hold and lift, stretch up a phase, and release. Okay, let's take our I Dream of Genie arms and we'll bring them up on the inhale. And exhale, bring them down. Switch the arm. And again, bringing curiosity to the movement, tucking the shoulder blades in as the arms come up. Release, arms out to the side. Well, we're going to do our internal, external rotation. So really drawing the shoulder fully back and the opposite shoulder forward, gazing at the opposite hand. And bringing the attention to the upper back, the movement of the muscles, the movement of the bones, and all the tendons, all the connective tissue. Getting some nice movement here and strengthening. Okay, release, stretch at the face. Let's get watery one way. Great. Back to our Dream of Genie. Let's have right hand on top of left arm. Okay, big breath in. Lead with this elbow. So your left elbow is reaching back, and then your other arm is coming forward. Now take your hand onto that elbow and encourage it, draw it over a little bit more, keeping your gaze, your heart, and your belly forward. So we're just bringing a little bit deeper stretch. We're gonna come back in, we're gonna switch the arm over, inhale, exhale. So this time, left fingertips are guiding, that right elbow is drawing back. Now take your right hand onto the elbow and just gently draw it a little bit further. And as I'm doing this, I feel my body wanting to twist, but I'm not gonna twist because that's gonna rob me of my stretch of the upper arm, shoulder, but also in the back and the scapula. Okay, we're gonna bring those arms forward. We're gonna get watery the other way. So if you're usually doing it this way, let's do it that way. Stretch out the face. Okay, palms facing back. We'll bring one arm up, one arm down. One arm up, one arm down. And both arms back. So as far back as it feels comfortable. So I'm not gonna go my full range of motion here because I'm really working on that, but I'm gonna really explore the outer edges of the boundary of this stretch just to see. And release. Roll it out. Let's stick out our thumbs and we're gonna inhale, reach our arms up on an angle and kind of feel the shoulder blades come in toward each other. Inhale and exhale. Now lift the navel, like feel that the tight jeans zip up. Last one. And release. Roll it out. Good. Let's take our attention to the pelvis, so taking the knees wide, lifting the heels if that's comfortable. And we're going to explore this range of motion, so tucking and lifting the tail. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. And out. Just a few more times again, bringing curiosity, especially on the tuck. I mean, that's because I feel like that's where we're going to hold more attention. And we'll drop the knees, reach the arms forward, tuck the tail, tuck the chin. Coming into this rounded shape, unless you know that you have any bone density issue, especially in the upper spine, then reduce that rounding. And then inhale, lift the heart, squeeze the shoulder blades together, lift the tail. Inhaling. Exhale, rounding. So finding your depth of your cat-cow here, so rounding and arching. And if you don't want to round the upper spine in that cat, you can just reach the arms forward and feel that stretch through the shoulder blades. It's really the tucking the chin that creates that rounding. Then coming back to a nice tall spine. Take left hand to the chair, reach your opposite arm up, extend up, and draw down through the hip. Big breath in. Exhale, over to the side. Keep that heart lifting up as we inhale, getting really long in two directions. Down through the hip, out through the fingers. Inhale one more time. Nice big flow here. Inhale up, and we'll switch over to the other side. So reaching the arm up to the sky, press down through the hip, inhale and exhale. So I'm just going to take my arm behind my back, just modifying here, inhale, exhale. But I'm going to keep my heart lifted. I'm still getting a really great stretch through the side body, even though my arm isn't up. And then coming back. And release. Okay, growing tall again, big breath in. Let's turn our heart to the left, right hand on the thigh, left hand on the chair. Growing tall, inhaling, really again, like lifting the navel up. I'm gonna use this image again, like you're zipping up those pair of jeans, big breath in, exhale, slowly drawing your chin toward the shoulder, big breath in, grow tall. Exhale, gently coming into that spiral shape, big breath in, grow tall. Last one, breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, we'll just nice and easy unwind. Come back to that neutral shape. Maybe a little wiggle, and we'll move to the other side. Inhale, exhale, turning the heart to the opposite direction. Left hand on the knee, right hand on the chair, growing tall with the inhale, zipping up that zipper, drawing your chin slowly over toward the shoulder. The heart is lifted, stretch up the face. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, and out. All right, inhale, unwinding, and exhale, release. Taking the thighs parallel, fists connected in between the knees. We're gonna rotate the ankle one way and then the other way. Try not to get crunchy in the shoulders. And release. And then we'll lift the heels and the toes, exploring this range of motion. So if you're used to just lifting a little bit, see if you can lift a little bit higher. And if that means it slows down, that's fine. What we're trying to do here is explore and expand, just by micro movements, the range of motion. Stretch out the face. Lift that navel up towards the heart. Good. All right, grow tall again. We're gonna lift your left knee up, and you can have your hand in front of the knee, under the knee. You can grab onto your pant leg. Any way to have the foot somewhat lifted so you can squeeze and spread the toes. Check in with the spine. Lift the heart, shoulder blades. We're gonna tuck the shoulder blades into the opposite hip, like you're tucking them into the pocket. Circle the ankle one way. Circle it the other way, full range. Okay, squeeze and spread the toes. And release. And picking up your other foot, we'll start with point and flex. Then circle one way, keep that heart lifted, shoulder blades drawing down. Flip the other way, did we already do that? Doesn't matter, squeeze and spread the toes. Stretch out the face. Okay, we're gonna bring that foot down. Take your left hand to the right knee, just above the knee, really engage through the core, and we're gonna resist. So press your hand into your leg and your leg into your hand. The other hand can just be at the side or on the thigh, and we're going to circle it. So I have to say, this is really challenging. All right, it might even be like one of like my least favorites, but it provides so much information, right? With the strength of the leg, this resistance, and over to the other side. And then you can really tell one side from the other, as far as like which leg is your dominant leg. 3 circles, my heart rate is already up, so I'm really pressing, creating that resistance. And weight bearing. Okay, great. We're gonna pick up that left, actually, let's just lift the heel of the left leg. And so we're gonna externally rotate, internally rotate. Just a bit of internal, external movement here, seated. Come to that external rotation. And then we're gonna lift that foot up and over on the knee, grow tall. But if you have any issues getting that foot up on the knee, like if you're really straining, you can get a block and you can just bring the outside of the foot across the ankle, or even no block. And then we'll have a big breath in, exhale, fold. So pigeon pose, either with foot on top of the knee or over the ankle. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold, lead with the heart. We haven't done this in a while. So just see what you notice. See what your kind of like immediate reaction is in the mind. Like mine just was like, oh my God, that's tight. And then bringing kindness and compassion and friendliness towards yourself. And it's like, oh, that's okay. Breathing in, we're here now. Breathing out, just like a gentle, like almost like a little bob, up and down. Exhale, we're gonna lean back and bring the foot down. Lift the heel of the right foot and we'll just do the same. We'll just prepare a little internal, external. And then come to the external, either bringing that foot over the ankle, sorry, the knee, or crossing it at the ankle or on a block, whatever works best for you. Inhaling, grow tall. Exhaling, lead with the heart, come forward. And you can just kind of gently inhale, rise up, just to ease out of that tension. Exhaling, feel like that tension is melting. Inhale, just kind of give it a break, release, exhale. So that's what I mean by this kind of bobbing. It's like you're just kind of rising on the inhale, on the exhale, softening and coming forward. Just doing that one more time. And if there's any pain in the knee, really bring the foot down. And inhale, rise up. And exhale, release. Okay, let's come to stand. Just have your chair on the left side for balance if you need it. So standing tall, we're going to make a U shape with the shoulder. So rolling forward and up, rolling back and up, down and up, down and up. So it's not a full shoulder roll, it's just kind of like a half shoulder roll. And then release. So I'm just going to continue adding challenge to this. So a little bit of brain work today. So with the right shoulder, roll it forward. With the left shoulder, roll it back. And then switch it. So you'll see like one shoulder is forward and up, the other shoulder is back and up. Release. So we can start with hand on chair. We're going to lift the left foot, and you can either have just the heel lifted or you can lift the whole leg. And let's just start with the shoulders with this on one leg. You can always have the chair there. You need to stabilize. Now bring the foot out and in. Just have your palms facing your like inside. Whoop. And it really looks like we're doing this like slow motion running. Last one. And release. So we're just going to shake that out. Stand, let's see, no, yeah, we're gonna have the same leg, same weight bearing leg, grow tall, lift that knee up again. Same knee, grow tall, zip up those jeans, take your right hand onto the left knee and press. Press down and resist. Now, adding balance, we can take our hand and just kind of hover it, or we can slowly start to reach back and turn your heart toward the chair, the direction, that same direction. So it's like a little mini twist. This is balance, stability, resistance, hand and knee. And now we're gonna come back and we're gonna exhale, release. So it's okay if you didn't do the twist, that's just adding a little extra bit of challenge. Okay, this in itself is very, very challenging and something you can do that doesn't require a lot of warm up. If you want to be working a little bit on balance and stability, it's a really great way to engage the core. So coming right into it on the other side, we're gonna make sure our hip is hugged in, grow tall, either lifting just the heel or you can lift the knee all the way up. We'll start moving those shoulders, one going one way, one going the other. Always have the chair there for support if you need to. And then reach, kind of like extend your foot forward and then back in, the slow motion, dynamic movement. Lift the navel for stability. And release. So we're getting weight bearing on that standing leg. We'll just shake that out. Okay, lift your right knee again, take your left hand and you're gonna resist. So I'm gonna press my hand into the knee into the hand like we did kind of earlier sitting on the chair, but we're not gonna circle. And then here, you can hover or just have one finger touching the chair. Now draw the navel up, 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 lift the heart. Option to reach your arm back and turn your heart toward the chair. Or just stay where you are. This is a lot. My heart rate is increasing because I'm really putting a lot of effort into this. Woo. Okay. And release. Nice work. Sun salutation. Taking your chair to the top of the mat. We're going to fold forward. Stretch out the face. Reach the fingers forward. Draw the hip back. Breathing in and out. We're going to sway at the shoulders from side to side. Just get soft at the shoulders. Sure your hips are about over the ankles. And let's bring a lot of curiosity to the side body as we sway from side to side. Kind of incredible, like how much you can really stretch and notice just in this forward fold. Okay, start pedaling the knees, keep the heels down. Knee goes forward, opposite hip goes back. Pedal that pelvis. Okay, inhaling, step your right foot forward. Knee over ankle, left arm comes up to the sky, or both arms come up to the sky. I'm just gonna do one arm. Big breath in. Exhale, hands come down, stepping back. Inhaling left foot forward. Knee over ankle, reaching one or both arms up to the sky. Exhaling, hands come down, stepping back. And repeating. Inhale, step forward, big breath in. Exhale, step back. Soft knees, lift the hips. Inhale, left foot forward, one or both arms up. Exhaling, hands come down. And stepping back. Inhale, right foot forward, left foot comes out to the side, a little bit, knee over the ankle. Really press into that back heel, lift your glute, and just have hands at your hips, squeeze the shoulder up, the thighs toward each other. Lift the arches of the feet. Okay, arms out at the side, palms are up, externally rotate, lift the heart, inhale, exhale, bring the backs of the hands together. Inhale, palms up. So you can do this Without rounding the back, just don't tuck the chin. All right? Or coming into that rounding and tucking of the chin, and remembering not one is not wrong or right. It's just about modifying for your needs. And then we'll bring the hands down. Inhale, lift that back heel, turn your toe forward, hop it back a few times, enough so that you can press the heel back and lift it up. Stretching out your calf. Now draw that heel down and turn the toes of your right foot up. Lift the back heel, toes up, lift the back heel. Okay, now lift that back heel, hop the foot forward a little bit. Come into that nice wide stance. I like to bring my feet back a little bit farther from the chair. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold. So I can bring my forearms to the back of the chair. And the spine can be long. Breathing in and out, we're going to sway the hips. Slow motion to one side. And then the other. See what you notice. Get curious about the sensation. Inhale, rise up, and exhale, step back into that forward fold. Stretch up the face. Inhale, your left foot forward, right foot comes out to the side. Press into that back heel, lift the back thigh, squeeze and draw the navel up. Hands to the hips, squeeze the thighs and lift the arches of the feet. Zip up that zipper of the abdominals, and we'll come into the same one. So palms up, bring those shoulder blades together. Inhale, exhale, either coming into this rounded shape with the tucked chin, or don't tuck the chin, and explore that the shoulder blade stretch. Now this is just for people who, like a consideration, if you know you have this known osteoporosis in the spine, that's just something to be cautious of. Okay, we'll bring the hands down, lift the back heel, turn that toe forward and step it back. Draw the heel down and up a few times. And if you're not getting a stretch in the calf, try to just bring the foot back a little bit more. Oh, it feels so good when you get that nice big stretch in that muscle. All right, turn the toes of the front foot up. Another calf stretch. Okay, we're gonna lift that back heel up, hop it back a few times, or forward rather. Come into those cross-country ski trek, inhale, lengthen, exhale. Draw the sit bones out towards the sky, a nice softening in that front knee, and sway the hips from side to side. Rise up, step back into that final forward fold. Big breath in, maybe bend the knees, maybe a little tail wag, and then we'll walk our feet to the back of the chair. So as we go through our leg, feet, ankle exercise here, let's try to keep the tips of our shoulder blades tucked into the opposite pocket. So we'll set up by rolling the shoulders forward up, back, down, and there's that tucking action, again, as if we were lying down in Shavasana. We didn't want the shoulder blades like kind of pokey. So let's maintain that. Grow tall. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees. Zip up that zipper. Up the abdominals. Drop the heels. Rise up with energy. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees. Lower the heels. rise up. Inhale. Exhale, tuck those shoulder blades. Inhale. Into the opposite pocket one more time in this direction. Switch directions, bend the knee. Lift the heel, rise up, and lower down. Bend the knees, lift the heels, rise up, and lower down. Bend the knees, lift the heels, rise up, and lower down. Great. Turning the chair so that you can face the seat of the chair. Coming into our tabletop position, wrists are under the shoulders and your ankles are under the hips. So if you're able to see your screen, just have a glance over, make sure that you have this alignment, and just be cautious of being like this, where your shoulders are not quite over the wrists. So just bring it forward and make sure we're in this nice tabletop position. Okay, we're gonna come into a cat-cow here, so pressing your hands down. We're going to round, tuck the tail, tuck the chin. So if you don't want to tuck the chin, you can just make this like a hip, like a pelvis tucking and lifting. Okay, otherwise coming into the full range of motion, lowering the belly, lift the tail, lift the chin. Exhale, rounding, navel draws up towards the spine. Excuse me, tucking the tail, tucking the chin. So finding what's going to be more suitable for you. And getting, again, this theme of curiosity about this movement in the body, bringing the shoulder blades together. As you drop the belly, drawing the shoulder blades away as you lift the belly up. Okay, come back to that neutral. Bend the knees like you're sitting back into a chair, because we're going to come into chair pose. Reach your arms up, turning your thumbs like kind of out on an angle, like in your palms, as if you're lifting something up towards the sky. Lift the arches of the feet, gently draw the energy of the legs together and draw the navel up towards your heart. Breathing in, breathing out. If you want to explore just sinking into this slightly, a little bit into the chair pose, breathing in and out. Breathing. All right, inhale, reach up to the sky. Exhale, trace those angel wings back behind you, getting a nice stretch through the pectorals. And release, coming down into that tabletop shape once again. So my physiotherapist started describing this exercise to me, and I'm like, I know this one. It's a scapular push-up. I do this all the time. So it's on my list. I thought I'd add it to our class. So arms are straight, drop the heart down, shoulder blades come in toward each other. On an inhale, and then exhale, we're gonna round the upper back. No pelvis work here, and the head just stays neutral. Drop the heart down like it's on an elevator coming down to the bottom floor. And you're just gonna pause at the bottom floor. Exhale, lift the heart up to above the shoulders in the penthouse, and just pause at the upper end. So just moving between these two shapes. I'm just gonna have a glance at your and you can go slowly through this so that when you're bringing the heart down, the shoulder blades come toward each other, and there's like the heart kind of sinks down, and then pause, and then lift the heart up. Shoulder blades draw away from each other and allow the heart to kind of come up, and pause at the top end. Yeah, super good. Okay, and release. Bend the knees, you know what's coming, chair pose. So extending the fingers up, we're gonna get really kind of electric through the fingers. Shoulder blades are just kind of drawn down the back. Lift the arches of the feet, lift the navel, half tuck of the tail. All right, now we're gonna lift one heel as high as you can. Pause and breathe. And then we're gonna lower it. We're gonna lift the other side. Lift that heel just as high as you can. No right or wrong, just exploring. Lower it down. Repeat first side. And lower. Repeat second side. And lower. Inhale, reach up, grow tall. Exhale, reach back behind you. Release. Okay, final tabletop shape. We'll come into thread the needle. So bring your weight into your right hand. Extend your elbow on the left arm up to the sky, turning your heart toward the left. So we're getting this stretch from hip to armpit. Big breath in. And then exhale, bring your fingertips underneath and beyond the armpit on the other side. So your forearm is like a saw, and you're sawing this imaginary log that's right under you. So just exploring the twist on one end and the twist on the other end. So the heart is turning into one direction and then it's turning toward the other direction. Okay. Come back to neutral. Bring weight into the left hand. Right elbow reaches up. Heart turns to the right. Inhale. Exhale, reach under the arm. Inhaling. And exhaling. Keep going. Yeah, feeling that twist in the mid part of the back. Turning so the heart turns one way and then turning and getting that nice mobility in the spine, a mid part of the spine. Really nice work, guys. Okay, come back to neutral. Bend the knees, reach the arms up. Chair pose, one last time. So we're gonna bring a twist into the chair. Take your left hand, inhale, and we're just gonna reach it down as you turn your heart to the left and your arm extends back, like you're kind of really doing this giant cross-country ski action with your arms. Bring the other arm, return the left arm. Exhale, right arm this time. Heart turns to the right. Inhale, back to neutral. Repeat, check that your legs and your knees are not moving. One isn't going more forward than the other. Your knees are not splaying. See what you notice. Lift the arches of the feet, move the weight a little bit further back into the heels. One more time, just to even it up on the last side. Inhale, reach those fingertips up to the sky. Exhale, trace the angel wings back. Roll out the shoulders. Ah, great. Okay. We're actually going to come back to the chair. Now that we've done all kinds of warm-ups for the legs and the hips, I want to revisit pigeon in this seated position. So we're going to lift your left knee up. However you do that is fine, okay? Knees forward, under, or grabbing onto the pant leg. But just make sure that your heart is lifted and you're bringing those tips of the shoulder blades in toward the opposite pocket. Okay, doesn't matter which position the leg is in. Okay. Now, externally rotate the leg and bring your ankle over the knee and grow tall. And again, if there's any issue with the knee and a little tension there, bring it down. Okay. Inhale, grow tall. And exhale, fold forward, softening any tension. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, folding forward. And repeating this, inhale, rise up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, fold. And just check in. Does it feel different the second time around? Do you notice a shift? Good. This time, as we fold forward, we're going to take the right elbow to the ankle. Just bring the hand down to the knee. Turn your heart to the left. And you can bring your arm back just to kind of hold on to the chair. And really, really lift your heart up to the sky. Not forcing, just guiding the body into this nice little twist. So I snuck in quite a few little twists here and there today. All right, we're gonna inhale, unwind from that. Exhale, lean back, extend that foot forward, point the toe, thumbs at the hip crease, press it back. So inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold, lead with the heart. Breathing in and out. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, release. Over to the other side. So we're going to hug that knee in as much as you can while you tuck the tips of your shoulder blades into the opposite pockets. Lift the heart, and then when you're ready, feel that external rotation of the leg. Take the knee over the, or ankle over the knee, inhale, lengthen, and exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen, kind of bob up. Exhale, just let the tension that you might notice in the hip. And if you have no tension in your hip, you're very lucky. Breathing in and out, being really easy with the body, easy with yourself. Bringing gentleness, kindness. And maybe you don't notice any shift. That's okay. But if you're really tight in these hips, I recommend that you do this class another time this week. Inhale, rise up, lean back. Oh no, let's get our elbow to the, so left elbow to the ankle, bring the hand down to the knee. Inhale, go tall in the spine and turn your heart. You can reach your right arm back any amount, maybe grab the chair, whatever's comfortable. And if you're like this, nothing about this is comfortable, come out of it. Okay, it's not working for you. If your body is not on board, then just inhale, rise up, and just come back to a regular pigeon. Okay, inhale, rise up, lean back slightly. Exhale, release, extend that foot forward. Thumbs at the hip crease, push the thumbs back. Inhale, and then exhale, fold, lead with the heart. Breathing in and out. Inhaling, rising up. And exhaling, release. Good, let's just take the knees wide. Let's just do a little circle. Inhale, circle forward. Exhale, back. Really checking in on those hips. Change the direction. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Good. bring your thighs together again, hands on both thighs, inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold, lead with the heart. Draping your torso over the thighs. This could be plenty of stretch for the low back. But if you want to, you can extend your arms down. You can let the head kind of come down, providing you don't have any vertigo. You can even take your hands and cup your elbows and just let the weight of the arms and your head and your shoulders draw down, lengthening the spine, lengthening through the low back, stretching through the shoulders. You can release the hands down and just sway to one side, sway to the other side. Come back to center, hands on the thighs. Inhale, peel your heart forward and up. And exhale, release. Keep the knees nice and wide. Now, you can have Shavasana here sitting in this chair, or if you want to lie down on the floor, you're welcome to lie down on the floor. I'll just guide you from this position. So if you're lying down, be sure to tuck those shoulder blades under your back. Soften the face. If you're sitting in the chair, just sitting up tall with just enough effort in the spine to maintain this height while the rest of the body just kind of drapes over the spine. Breathing in, breathing out. Observing the breath, again with a beginner's mind, as if you've never watched it before. Observing the sensation. And the coming and going of the sensation. Dynamically changing with the breath as you inhale. As you exhale. Drawing attention to the top of your head. And drawing the attention down along the face, the sides of the head, the back of the head, just inviting softness and release. Drawing your attention down through the neck, the shoulders, the arms be heavy. Continue drawing attention down the spine, observing the rib cage, expanding and contracting. And down into the belly will offer softness to the belly. And softness to the low back. And drawing your attention down further into the pelvis. Just noticing the stability of the pelvis here, the front, the back, and the sides of the pelvis, the hips, the muscles around this part of the body that connects the legs to the torso. And allowing for softness here. Bringing attention to the legs now, softening the muscles along the femur, the longest leg, or sorry, longest bone in your leg. Just notice it connects at the pelvis, goes all the way down to the knee. And so many muscles connected to this bone, allowing them to soften, release. Bringing your attention to the knee. You've got the kneecap in front, and the softer, kind of ticklish part in behind. Connecting the femur to the shin bone, this knee, and protecting the joint. And continuing this path down the shin, one of the strongest bones in our body. And noticing the soft calf in behind, allowing this calf to soften, melt off the bone. And bringing your attention to the ankles, softening through the ankles, the feet. Breathing in, breathing out. Allowing the nervous system to gear down. Remembering this part of the practice is as important, if not more, than any other part of this practice, this letting go. Maintaining this mind-body connection so that your nervous system can gear down. And when you're ready, bringing your attention back to the breath within the body. And I invite you to squeeze and spread the toes, bring a little movement into the feet, open and close the hands, maybe rotate through the wrists, stretch out the face. Any other movement that feels really nice here. And when you're ready, inhaling arms up overhead for a gentle full body stretch. And exhaling, release. If you're lying down on the floor, rolling over to your side and taking your time to sit back in an upright position. And I'll invite you to bring your hands to your heart center and take a moment to either acknowledge your dedication of this practice or the intention that you set for your practice today. And in addition, just thank yourself for taking care of yourself in this way, both mind and body. And we'll seal in with the unifying Om as we inhale together. Great rest of the day. Thank you for practicing with me today. I'll see you soon.